Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Guttah.Trucker, and I'm back with another trucking review video. For those who do not know, I am with U.S.Xpress, and I have officially been with U.S.Xpress for 60 days now, so this will be my 60-day review. If you watched the last review video, which was my 30-day review, and comment below, I have officially answered everybody's question in the comments. So if you have any questions of any kind about my experience, what do I like and what I dislike, make sure y'all comment below if I do not cover it in the video. But please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Now, this video is going to be slight changes to what I said last video, very slight. There has been a few different routes that I had to take with U.S.Xpress that wasn't explained to me in the beginning when I first joined U.S.Xpress. So we're going to get into that. So for those who do not know, I am a dedicated driver with U.S.Xpress. I do the Southeast region. I live in Georgia, and my account is stationed in Georgia. So I am with the McDonough, Georgia account, which is Whirlpool. So Whirlpool cover Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Mississippi, right? Those are the states that I have constantly been going back and forth to, dropping out Whirlpool loads, right? Now, this past 30 days, I have dropped off 2 loads. I guess that these 2 loads was on 2 different accounts from what I was explained to in a recent meeting. The McDonough drivers had to cover these loads was due to shortage of whatever account state that this was based off in. They had shortage. I don't know if people quit, people was fired, I don't know. So they used some of our drivers to help fulfill those loads. Now, the 2 states that I am speaking on is Oklahoma and Ohio, right? So let's speak on the first load I had to do that was outside of my region, right? Which was Oklahoma. Once again, I am in Georgia. I am based in Georgia. My account is in Georgia. The distribution center is in Georgia. I live 40 minutes away from the distribution center, which means I drive to work every day. I drive there and I drive home every day, right? Now, going to Oklahoma, I sleep in the truck from 3 nights. So when I was assigned the pre-plan, I was told that it was a backhaul. And once you get a backhaul, you pretty much doing dropping hooks from multiple stops, right? So when you hear backhaul, just know you're doing multiple stops. So I get the pre-plan. I was told that I pick it up in McDonough, Georgia, which I always do. I'm taking it to Columbus, Georgia, which is like an hour and a half away. Once I leave Columbus, Georgia, I take it to like Phoenix City, or I forgot the name of the spot in Alabama, but it's close to Phoenix City. I go to Columbus, Georgia. Well, let me back up. I go to Whirlpool. I pick up a loaded trailer, right? I leave McDonough, Georgia. I go to Columbus, Georgia, which is an hour and a half away. I go there and I am live unloaded, which means I may have to sit for an hour, 2 hours until they unload me, right? I take that empty trailer to Phoenix City, Alabama, and I am live loaded again, which could take an hour or 2 hours. So once I left there, I'm on my way to Oklahoma. For those who do not know, Oklahoma is right above Texas. So that's like an 8-9 hour drive from Alabama to Oklahoma, right? Which means I had to sleep in the truck that Tuesday night, that Wednesday night, and I get to Oklahoma that Thursday morning. I leave Oklahoma that Thursday morning, headed back to Georgia with an empty trailer. So I had to sleep in the truck Thursday night because I did not have enough clock to get back, and I made it back to Georgia around 3:30 p.m. Now, let me give y'all my experience with that, right? First off, I'm not saying anybody from Whirlpool lied. I just feel like it was miscommunication. The trip supposed to have been a 2-night trip, but due to the live unloads, it took a little bit longer. So what I was told was once I get to Columbus, Georgia, it's supposed to have been a drop and hook. I was supposed to drop the loaded trailer, picked up an empty trailer, and took that empty trailer to Alabama. Once I get to Alabama, I'm supposed to be live loaded, right? That did not happen. I get to Columbia, Georgia, and the guy's like, we don't have any empty trailers, so we have to live unload you. So you can take that empty trailer to Alabama. Cool, no problem. I get to Alabama. Now, this is where the time is being killed at. Get to Alabama, and they unloaded me within they loaded me in like 45 minutes. But nobody came and told me and another driver. He was there for 3 hours. I was there for 2 hours. And for like an hour and a half, we're just sitting there already loaded. It took for us to walk inside the warehouse and ask, hey, is everything okay? For them to tell us, oh, y'all already been loaded. We thought that y'all were just sitting there. And we like, nah, nobody came and told us, right? Which that has nothing to do with U.S.Xpress. Nothing to do with it. So I had to call U.S.Xpress and let them know, listen, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late. Now, this is what U.S.Xpress, to me, is good at. I called them. I explained to them what was going on. They said, okay, cool. No problem. That is not your fault. We can see that you are at the location. So if you are late, don't worry about it. You still get your money. You still get your true up. Because my money is based off the true up pay. You know what I'm saying? I got a set pay, a base pay. Now, I do Oklahoma. Right now, grant you, I got paid what I got paid for only doing one load that entire week. You know, to me, which is great because there's a lot of people that do over the road and they do multiple loads and they don't make, unfortunately, they don't make in a week what I made in a week doing one load. Once I get over 1,000 subscribers, I will let y'all know what my base pay is. Y'all got to give me over 1,000 subscribers first, though. So, this is where I feel like this can possibly be a negative, but it's not. If I accept a load going that far, I feel like I should be given a incentive due to the fact that that's not my region, nor did I sign up for that. I felt like, you know, I was kind of doing them a favor because they were doing somebody else a favor. I get that we are one company, but if you do not sign up for something, they should pay you a little bit extra for going out of your way to do it. Now, that will be discussed in a meeting, an upcoming meeting with U.S.Xpress. I don't know how that'll go, but it's up for conversation. You feel me? And shout out to U.S.Xpress for being lenient with that conversation. They're not just strict and saying, nah, this is this is that. No, they're saying, we are here to listen and to consider. And I'm okay with that, right? So that's what happened with the Oklahoma, right? I was late, and it wasn't my fault, and they understood completely understood. There was no hassle, there was no fuss, there was no drama behind it. Listen, we understand things happen. It's not your fault. Do what you got to do. Get home safe. Cool. All right, let's talk about the Ohio load that I had to do, right? Same situation, but this time I only did 2 nights in the truck. I only slept 2 nights in the truck doing the Ohio load, right? Same scenario. McDonald's, Monday night, pick up a loaded trailer. I take it to North Carolina, which I was live unloaded, and I had to take the empty trailer to Ohio for a drop and hook. Now, my experience with that was a lot more smoother due to the communication from the last over-the-road load that I had to do. Now, let's talk about that trip. I leave McDonough, Georgia, drive 4.5 hours to North Carolina, right? Get to North Carolina, they live unloaded me. I mean, yeah. They live unloaded me, which, no, hold on. No, I'm tripping. I had to do 2 stops in North Carolina. I'm tripping. I had to do 2 stops in North Carolina. I left McDonough Whirlpool, go to North Carolina. I forgot the name of the city. I forgot the name of that city. But it wasn't far away from Charlotte, North Carolina, right? I go there and I get live unloaded to that city. It's on the tip of my tongue. I cannot remember. I go there to get live unloaded. I take the empty trailer to Charlotte to get live loaded. And then I leave North Carolina and I stop in Virginia to, reset my clock, do my 10. So once I leave there, Virginia, which I end up spending the night, that was Tuesday night, I make it to Ohio, right? I make it to Ohio where it's dropping hook. I get to Ohio, smooth sailing, drop the trailer, find the empty trailer. I'm on my way back. I had to stop in Kentucky for another 10-hour reset, right? So I slept in the truck. That Wednesday night, I get back to Georgia, back to my distribution center around 6 p.m. due to traffic, right? Once again, I was not given incentives for going out of my way and going outside of my region to complete those loads. That is the only small problem that I have with doing those loads, is that we're not paid extra. Now, grant you, it's a good and a bad. Grant you, they're not decreasing our pay due to the mileage, because we're only doing one load. So due to the mileage, they're not decreasing our pay. They keep our pay at the base that we're supposed to be paid. Now, would I like an extra couple $100 for going outside of the region? Of course. But if it's only one load for the week, and what I get paid to do one load, I'm completely fine with. So it's not that I'm complaining about it or that I have a problem with it. I'm saying if it's up for conversation, I would love to have that conversation and have them consider it. Listen, if we're going all the way out of our region to do somebody else's region because they're short, at least have that region, whoever's in charge of that region, have them pay us the incentive for doing it, because we don't have to accept it. We do it because we're building a relationship with our DMs, because we have very nice, cool DMs. They do not give us any problems. They do not hassle us at all. I'm talking about my dedicated lane. I don't know about nobody else's dedicated lane, but the Whirlpool and McDonough dedicated lane, those DMs are the it. You know what I mean? Sugar, honey, iced tea. They are that. Love them DMs. Barely talk to them because they don't really hit you up about nothing. But when you do talk to them, it's always positive vibes, good energy. Every single time I've called and talked to them. Now, 60 days. Is it worth it or not? In my opinion, yeah, I still say it's worth it. Now, the next 30 days, I don't know. Maybe my mind changed. I hope it doesn't. But for 60 days, I would still say it's worth coming to U.S.Xpress. Especially if you have under 6 months of experience. I just reached my 6 months of experience. I don't plan on leaving no time soon. They do have other accounts that pays more money the more experience that you gain. I am at a experience level to where I can go join a different account that pays almost twice of what I make now. But for right now, I'm comfortable. And I love the fact that I come home every day. You know what I'm saying? So with that right there, I would still say U.S.Xpress is still a good company. The dedicated lane I am on, the Whirlpool, McDonough, Georgia lane that I drive, is very good. I'm not talking about U.S.Xpress as a whole. I'm talking about the dedicated lane that I work. I feel like it's definitely worth applying for. It's definitely worth coming to. From what the DMs express to you, it's pretty spot on. It's pretty straightforward. They don't BS you. They tell you what it is and what it's not. Now, your recruiter may tell you something just to get you in so they can get their little signing bonus or whatever, however they get paid. But once you get in, talk to your DM and ask them what is it like and what comes with it, and they will be straightforward with you. So with this video, is not going to be long because that's pretty much everything that I had to speak on with that. Like I said, the last 30 days, the only thing that changed was basically going OTR for 2 weeks, which was only one load per week, and I still got my base pay, which I'm super comfortable with. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, And let me know what y'all think below in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. I am great at responding to comments. Now, I may not respond as soon as you post the comments, but I will respond within 24 hours of the comment. So, like, comment, and subscribe below. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man.